guys, welcome back to my channel. If the lighting is weird, it's because I dropped my ring light like twice and it just hasn't recovered, and I don't have the funds to get a new one right now, so we're just gonna work with it. In my last video also, you guys asked me about these medals. I just want to clarify that I do not run track and I don't run at all. They're actually my brother's and I just rent his room to create content. So yeah, that's that. In today's video, I'm just gonna debunk some transitioning myths, you know, some things you guys might see on the internet, some things that may discourage you in your transitioning journey, because there's a lot of lies out there for things that you have to do in order to be a successful transitioner or a natural, which, you know, some of that stuff is BS. So I'm gonna debunk it. I'm also gonna give you guys some tips on how to transition. I have a video on my YouTube already about my journey, but this is gonna be like a one-on-one chat about how you guys can transition successfully and all that good stuff. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. One of the first things that you absolutely have to do as a transitioning natural is definitely get a haircut, and not necessarily a haircut, just trim your ends every now and then and get those nasty straight pieces, you know, under control. Now, if you are someone that wants to take their time and just cut like little tiny pieces of your hair every single month, like a little bit off the ends, that's what I did. And honestly, if you do it that way, you'll still see remarkable results. It would just take a little bit longer to see results. Now, one of the myths that a lot of the natural hair community kind of throws on other new naturals is that you need to get a big chop. That's not true. If you are not comfortable with getting a big chop, you do not have to get a big chop. I'm letting you guys know that right now. There are ways to go about it without completely chopping off your hair. You know, there's a lot of natural hair pages where they post pictures of transitioning naturals, and automatically people are like, that looks disgusting, you need to cut it, yada yada, cut that off, shave your head, that's what you have to do. You don't have to do that, okay? There's a lot of misconception going around that you have to like completely shave your head in order to, you know, restart and get your curls back. You can do a mid big chop, you can do a semi big chop, you know, 3/4 of the way. You don't have to go all the way if you don't want to. So don't feel pressured to transition in a way that everybody else did. Number 2, after you trim your ends and get them, you know, healthy over time, definitely invest in a good deep conditioner or make your own deep conditioner. When I first started out, I used to get these deep conditioning packets from like Oars or another one. Oh, Cream of Nature had one. I was just deep conditioning with packets, but after a while that stuff kind of adds up, and I was doing it every single week. So I just learned how to make my own deep conditioner. I use Greek yogurt, olive oil, and honey. Those were the 3 ingredients I used, and it is such an amazing protein treatment, and I still do it to this day. So after you trim your hair, deep conditioning is a must. It's basically training your curls to, you know, actually curl. Proteins help your hair to curl and it helps strengthen your hair. Deep conditioning is a must for adding hydration and all of that good stuff. Another tip is to really get routines going, a night routine and a morning routine. When I was transitioning, it took me a very long time to kind of get the ball rolling for this, because I would be really lazy. I would just like put my hair up in a bun and go to sleep and then wonder why it looks gross the next day. I basically have to wash my hair every single day. That took a huge toll on my hair after a while, and yeah, my hair actually got worse instead of better since I didn't have a routine. So I created a daytime and nighttime routine. Your night routine is definitely 10 times more important than your day routine. First I wore bonnets, and then I decided that I didn't like them, and then I slept with a hair tie around my head and with my hair in a bun, and like, of course my curls got crushed. Then I found out about pineappling, so I would put my hair up in a pineapple like this, wrap it around with a hair scarf, call it a night, and I would sleep on a satin pillowcase as well. You need to put your hair up at night, guys. You need to take care of it at night. Definitely invest in a satin pillowcase so your hair glides against your pillow. Get one from the dollar store, they're pretty inexpensive. And yeah, get a routine going. Alright, so the third tip I have for you guys is to avoid heat, which is pretty self-explanatory. Avoid heat of any kind, like the blow dryer, the straightener, the curling iron, even though no one uses that anymore. I guess the curling wand, anything that would like heat damage your hair, you guys, just just avoid doing it. Like, don't do it. Over time, you will think that your hair is getting healthy with like deep conditioning and stuff, but adding heat to your hair will debunk everything that you're doing. It will literally just, like, your hair will go nowhere. And I know this because when I was transitioning, I would literally straighten my hair, do deep conditioner the next day thinking I'm saving it, and then straighten it again, which did not make any sense looking back, and I thought I was doing something. But yeah guys, just avoid heat at all cost. Another tip for you guys is to get into protective styling. I would say for like a good year during my transitioning process, I literally only wore buns, half up, half downs, ponytails, stuff like that, for the sole purpose of just not wearing my hair out because I thought it looked really bad. But there was another reason behind it that I learned. Protective styling will keep your ends nice and safe and tucked away, especially in like the winter, or like, you know, when it's a hot summer and the sun is beating down on your head. You may not know it, but every time you wear a sweater that's, you know, scratchy or even like hard, like this sweater right now, you can see that my hair is rubbing against the shoulder. When your hair is constantly rubbing against clothing, or, you know, rubbing against your cotton pillowcase, which is why it's important to get a satin one, your ends are prone to breaking and, like, you know, creating more split ends. So when you tuck it away with a protective style, your hair is safe. And when your hair is in a protective style, is prone to growing. That's why people say, you know, I wear braids to grow my hair out a little bit more, I wear a weave to grow my hair out a little bit more. Which, by the way, if you are a transitioning natural and you want to wear weave and you want to wear braids and stuff like that, that is another myth that I need to debunk. Go ahead and do that, okay? Because I know, again, on these natural hair pages, there's a lot of hate, like, oh, you know, if you're natural, why are you wearing weave? Braids really aren't good for your hair because they pull against your edges. If you apply these styles in a, you know, a safe way, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't make you any less of a natural to, you know, switch it up, wear a wig, wear a weave every now and then. Just go about it in a safe way. So again, don't listen to people on the internet because most of them are trolls and they are dumb. So next, another tip I have for you guys is to massage your scalp with oil. If you follow me on Instagram or even in my older videos, you will see that I literally swear by this all the time. It's because it really works and I can vouch for it. My hair was literally like up to my jawline a couple months ago, and now it's literally past my shoulders. I can honestly say that it's all because of scalp massages. My hair has never like grown fast, and since doing scalp massages I've been seeing like rapid growth, so I recommend it to everyone. My favorite oil to do it with is Jamaican black castor oil and lavender oil. Jamaican black castor oil has actually been known to promote hair growth. I know a lot of people put it on their eyebrows and their eyelashes. I put it on my eyebrows sometimes because I don't know, my eyebrows honestly need help, you guys. So sometimes I put on my eyebrows and my eyelashes. I also use lavender oil, which actually stimulates the scalp. You can also use peppermint oil. Sometimes I swap that out with my lavender oil. You can feel the tingle, like it really does work to stimulate your scalp. So I just mix the two, put it in my scalp. It is life-saving. So if you are someone who wants to grow your hair, maybe you don't, but if you like hair growth, then I would use those two to promote hair growth while transitioning. Alright guys, so this is actually my last and final tip because I don't want to make this video too long, but this is the most important tip I can ever give you guys. It is to find your curl pattern and also your hair porosity. For example, my hair is high porosity, which means that it retains moisture very fast. I have 3B curls on top, and I also have 3C curls towards the back of my head. You can always have more than one curl pattern in your hair, which is why some people don't use the curl chart because they don't believe it's, you know, helpful for them. I feel that as a new natural, you know, it doesn't hurt to see what you think your hair type might be, and it definitely does not hurt to find your hair's porosity. These things will help you find products in the future, help you find a routine that works for you, and ultimately help you find natural hair bloggers that you can relate to and watch their videos because, you know, they have the same type of hair as you. You don't want to be someone who is, you know, 4C watching someone like me do a hair routine, because our hair routines will probably be, you know, completely different, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it'll definitely help you get on the right path to, you know, be a successful transition natural. I will leave charts in the description box, and you guys can always DM me on Instagram if you need help finding your curl pattern and hair porosity. I promise I'll answer. I'm not bougie. It'll probably take me some time to get to, but I will get to, I promise. Actually, before I end this video, you guys, I have one last myth that absolutely needs to be debunked because it's extremely prominent in the natural hair community to this day, and that myth is that one curl pattern is better than the other. For example, you know, looser curl patterns like 3 is better than type 4, like all this nonsense is just floating around the internet, and that's what it is. It's nonsense. Don't let anyone tell you that your hair looks, you know, unprofessional or, you know, unmanageable because it's a kinkier curl type. Whatever grows out of your head, you guys, that is valid. As long as your hair is healthy and flourishing, or even if it's not healthy and flourishing and, you know, you're taking steps to improve your hair is still popping. It's still valid no matter if you have a shaved head or if your hair is shorter. It's so important to know that, you know, your hair texture is valid no matter what it is valid. I know about curl envy. I still get curl envy. I go on Instagram and I'm scrolling and I see a girl and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish my hair looked like that. And it's okay to have those feelings, but don't dwell on it so much that you get discouraged in your journey. Like I said before in my other video, whatever you put time and love into, it will prosper and it will flourish. So just put time and love into your hair and you will see that it will thank you and it will flourish. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you guys so much for watching, and our family is now at 20k, you guys, and I would never in a million years think anyone would subscribe to me, so thank you guys so much. I literally have the best supporters ever, and I always say that, and I appreciate you guys so much. If you have questions about anything I said in this video and you want me to expound on anything, again, you can always DM me on Instagram or shoot me an email. I will definitely respond to you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, comment what you want to see in the future. Good luck on all your journeys, and I will see you in my next video.